What's Okay, $20 for anybody that move forward. I haven't seen anyone move forward, actually. So $20, I'm owing you $20. But please move forward. Make it complete. Move forward. Thank you. So please see me after this for $20. Any other person moving forward? Please move forward. All right, thank you very much. It seems like we all love money, right? Okay, $50. If you can make everyone sitting at the back to move forward. Ushers, can you help? $50 for whoever is able to achieve that there's no space, there's no empty seat. The ushers are trying to persuade everyone to move forward. All right, thank you for coming. Apologies that we are starting slightly late. We're excited to have you here. We're looking forward to the various sessions that we'll be going into right away. We have Arise and Build, which is to my right, the back end. We also have Build Smart, which is to my right, and Build Wet is to my left. Again, for some of us who are not so conversant with what Arise and Build means, it means that if you are just looking into going into, or you're just about starting a business, you want to have the basic information, the foundation that will help you to be able to start this business. You have an idea, you want to incubate it, you want to learn more, you want to ask questions. We have seasoned experts who are going to be in that room and are going to guide you. These are people who have actually built businesses and are still building businesses that can support you to be able to start a business. And for those that are already in business, then I would encourage you to actually join the Build Smart class, where you would actually also engage and see how best you can maneuver your business, how best you can efficiently raise funds and be sustainable. And for those who are already doing that already, Build Wet is that class for you, because we want you to be able to engage with people who are in your various spheres of influence, and we look forward to having an amazing session. Again, before we move into those various classes, in terms of the segmentation, does anyone have a question? Anyone? So we're eager and excited. I don't like the energy. Let's play some game before we move, so that we are sure that people are actually ready. Maybe we'll play around. Coach Nancy has told me or signaled me that she's going to give a free training for anyone who can answer this. So what is cash flow? Anyone? What is cash flow? Anyone that can answer that will get a free training from Coach Nancy. Again, people don't understand the value of the training. Maybe you just tell us the value so that they can actually, be interested.
Hello, good morning, everyone. Good morning, entrepreneurs. So, for my training that I want to give for free is actually valued at about 1 million naira. And it's an 8-week course, intensive. He has experienced it, so you understand the work and the result you can get from it. So I think we all should try and respond, and we should be happy. There's no energy in the room, please. Let's bring in that fire so that it can move well. Thank you.
Thank you very much, ma. Please, let's give her a round of applause. 1 million naira worth of free training. So who is going? I can see people's hands. Okay, thank you. Ma, do you have space for two? All right, let's go for the first person.
Good morning, everyone. Okay, so my name is Andrew Giwa. So cash flow is the total amount of money that moves in and out of a business. It could be personal or, the revenue, but basically the money that moves in and out of a business.
Thank you very much. Ma, does he qualify for the free training? Please see Coach Nancy after this. Thank you. I'm going to ask another question, actually. How How do you calculate profit? Okay, let me go this way actually. So I think let's not be partial. Let's go for the ladies. Thank you.
Hey, good morning. It depends on your business. For product business, you would have to be the difference between the cost of purchase and the cost, your selling price. For service business, it will also be an amount of money expended in getting the service together and the amount of money you sell that service to your customers.
Again, not gross profit. I want the final profit. So please give me the final profit.
The difference between expenses and profit. Expenses and your selling price, how much you sell and how much expended in putting it together.
Thank you very much. But she actually got what gross profit is, but not the net profit. Net profit. Okay. You want to explain? You still want to give it a try? Okay.
Okay, so net profits in accounting, it would be the total money of stock plus expenses minus cost of sales. No, it's not. Minus tax. You have to add tax. The money spent.
Thank you very much. We should give it to her, right? She tried. Or we should let someone, okay. Let's give it to someone else. Okay. I think this man, you studied accounting, right? Finance, banking. What did you study?
I studied English. Good morning, everyone. My name is Victor. The difference for the profit is supposed to be the total revenue minus the total expenses.
Somehow correct. She didn't hear the.
So thank you. So she got it, but she didn't explain. She was mixing it up somehow. So total revenue that came in minus cost of production or cost of the services, then minus all other expenses, operational expenses, then from there you get net profit. The first one from cost of operation is gross profit. Then when you minus your total overhead, your expenses, you now have your net profit. That's just the direct answer. But the two of you, so let's see who will give it.
Okay, so maybe we ask another question for the two of them actually. Yeah. Okay, there's a scenario, right? Ada started a business. And basically, she has two staff, one marketing, and the other sales. What is the difference between marketing and sales? Marketing and sales. Who wants to go first? You or? Okay. Let's go with the ladies first. Difference between marketing and sales.
Okay, all right. So marketing would be the total. Marketing refers to awareness, all the things you do to create awareness for your business, your brand, the billboards, the announcements, the ads, all of those things is marketing, the campaigns you set up. While sales is conversion, when the marketing translates into money, then that you've made a sale.
Thank you very much. So we have a winner. Oh, okay. Should we ask another question? No, another question? Maybe you won't win the 1 million class, but you can win maybe $20. Is that okay? Okay. I think I will allow Coach Nancy to ask this next question. Thank you.
Okay, so are you in business? You're a startup. Okay, so when we talk about separating yourself from your business as a business owner, what does it mean to you? What does it mean to you?
All right, thank you very much, Ma. Okay, so first of all, a person's personality somehow is different from the business. This is because I think there's one saying that says that you don't mix business with pleasure. Because as a person, you have your emotions, you have your, your instincts, you have your, should I say, things that you live by as a person. But when it comes to the business, this is a real time, a real world, and a practical experience. So you don't tend because I have passion for this particular business. I think this thing should go this way. Then you delve into it. Sometimes you just have to look at the possibility, the visibility surrounding that thing before going into it. Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Let me ask him another question, actually, because it's tricky. It's tricky. It's not really that clear. I think what Coach Nancy was saying, that you need to pay yourself and not touch the company's money. That's what she was looking for. You get? Yeah. Because your company, yes.
So most time you are separate from your business. In entity concept in accounting, you are a separate entity from your business. So you are supposed to be on salary. Even though you sell what you need, you are supposed to buy. So a lot of loan go bad in Nigeria, not because the business is bad, not because the manager is wrong, but most often is because you put your business finance and your personal finance together. That's what I just wanted to say.
Thank you very much, Ma. Please, a round of applause for her. So this is another chance, just like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? What is customer acquisition cost, and how do you calculate it? It's too much. Okay. Let's go to something else. Okay, but who can answer that? Customer acquisition cost. How do you calculate it? Okay, so we have this one. There's no money. You're doing it pro bono. Please come forward. Thank you.
Thank you. My name is Kudus, and I'm a startup founder. So the customer acquisition cost is the total amount spent in acquiring a customer. It could be in marketing. Most times, you could calculate that by total amount spent on marketing or advertisement compared to the number of customers acquired as against their lifetime value.
Thank you very much. I suspect you will be in the Build Smart class. So you already know the class you're going to be in, right? Thank you very much. So let's ask another question for you. Do you understand? Huh?
At what point do you think you need to hire someone on your vision? At what point? Can you answer that?
That should be an easy one, right? At what point did you hire your first staff?
Well, because talking about actual point, well, to an extent, I feel it depends on yourself as a person, or perhaps it depends on the kind of business you are into. Because some business, over time, you have to first of all build it yourself before you bring in other parties. And some business, you cannot necessarily carry them out yourself, but you have to get other persons involved. For instance, I'm into publishing, printing, and the media service. And as a founder, I do not necessarily, I cannot be at every point. So when I speak with clients, I get clients. I cannot necessarily go there to get those things done at the same time. So oftentimes, I have people who I send, okay, I have this thing printed at a particular place. But at the point where it is at the point where you know that this, you cannot actually carry them on your own when you have not established your firm, and you could apply to get other persons who we can delegate to.
Thank you very much. Okay, someone wants to assist. Okay, thank you.
Good morning, everybody. So the point at which you find out that your demand is getting higher, that you can't do it on your own, when the production is now requiring a lot of activities that you cannot share yourself into, that is when you now hire people to come and join you.
Thank you very much. We have a lot of amazing people, in the house. I'm super excited. And just to confirm, are we ready? Are we ready for the various classes? Okay, I'm trying to get a signal. Maybe we'll play some more games, right? Pending when we are sure that the rooms are ready for us. Okay, we have some amazing people in the house. What questions should we ask? Related to business. Okay, does anyone have any questions? Random questions? Let's answer. Okay, in the absence, okay, someone has a question. Okay. Please, do you want to come out? Yeah, you can just come. Just come. Yeah. It's an opportunity for you to sell your market. Huh?
Good everyone. My name is Kudus, like I said. I'm the CEO and co-founder of House Matter. We're a digital renting platform that is trying to simplify how we rent and make renting stress-free and fraud-free in Nigeria and by extension Africa. So my question is, I don't know who's going to answer, but my question is, some of our operations is going beyond bootstrapping. For us, we've been building since last year, and we were only able to launch August this year, and probably even go to market 2 months later in October. It gets to a point where I've had a startup last year that shut down personally, and it was due to runway. So we needed a backbone or something to fall back on when we fail in, say, our business model or our assumptions before we went into the business. So we need quite a lot of runway at times, and we might not even break even in 2 years if we get those runways. But now, I've been getting a lot of advice, continue bootstrapping, use the money from the company to keep running it. Let me give context. We did $7,000 in rent processed in October after switching our customer acquisition point from the first one that we had to another one that we felt was better. And we saw the changes. But now we could no longer put more effort into that particular customer acquisition point because of less amount of money. And out of that $7,000, it makes sense to say $7,000, but out of that, we have $560 being ours. And despite the fact that we have a lean team of just 4 people, we still are running at a lot of costs. And thank God for the fact that we have cloud credits. We could have been running at almost $500 per month on cloud credits. So now, if I'd run on $500 on cloud credit and I have $560 collected, how then do you get the point now? So we could not put in more effort. Now, people are saying continue bootstrapping. People are saying seek funds, raise funds. And people are saying if you raise funds, you lose control of your company. What do we do?
Well, I think you're going to get a whole lot from the Build Smarts class. But what I can say is continue to build the necessary traction that you need, and then go out there, and I'm sure you're going to be able to raise funds. I'm very sure. Maybe 1 or 2 people might even be listening, and they will reach out to you after this session. Okay, so someone has a question. Remember, were you here yesterday? So someone asked a question. Please come. Someone asked a question yesterday or made a pointer that she needed funds, and she just indicated, and someone reached out to her and gave her all the liquidity that she needed. And I myself have experienced it before. The first business I ever built, I just posted that I needed $10,000, and I stated what I wanted to do with it. And I got the $10,000 within 24 hours. So it's possible that someone is listening. Okay? Thank you. Please come.
Good morning, everyone. So it's not like a question, but to just to buttress what he said. I work as an investment banker, and what the sectors I cover is technology, telecommunications, and creatives, basically. And we look out for businesses in the technology spaces. But the thing about it is that when we have so many transactions of that nature coming in, and halfway into getting funding for them, they do not have the necessary documentation to proceed. So if you have the necessary documentation to proceed, probably your financial model and also some necessary documentation, legal documents and financial documents, we can proceed from there.
So you have an investor. In summary, you have a data room. Your legal, business, financials, and the rest. Who else, has a question? Please come forward. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Olayinka. I'm a creative director. I do content creation, digital marketing, brand strategy, and all. So, Ma, you said something about your brand or your business is an entity on its own, and your person is one person, separately from your business. So how is that feasible for people who render services? Like me going out as a videographer to shoot, for instance, and I get paid. And I'm hungry, do I say, co-founder, please borrow me 3K, I don't know how that's feasible for people who run services.
Okay, so I also run services. I'm a consultant. So one thing you must understand is that for you to build wealth in that business, I understand your personal branding because you have to always show up, but you also need to know that you need to get to a level where you begin to build people that will also show up for you. If not, you can't build wealth. Because those who do it alone cannot build that wealth that we're talking about, whether it's service or product. So now, there are principles, there are strategies on how to earn as a business owner. There are 3 ways in which you can pay yourself as a business owner, either by percentage, by fixed salary, or doing what we call owner's draw. So if you are being paid ₦1 million, and we know that if you are being paid ₦1 million on every job, as the one executing that job, I'm going to get 30% of that million. We're not saying don't eat, we're not saying frustrate yourself, we're not saying don't look good, but there is discipline within your business that, my own is 30%, so I'm taking 300,000 into my personal account, Nancy Nadi. Why the remaining 700,000 is for the business, and I'm not going to touch it regardless of whatever is happening. What it will do for you is that you'll be shocked in the next 24 months how much wealth your business can build. But when you put yourself with your business, there's no boundary. You just keep drawing. You will always need things, you will always need people to pay, you will always have family and friends to give money to. But once there is boundary, you will only look into your purse. That 300,000 that is yours, if you want to give it to somebody, it's fine. So you keep looking for, how do I get more deals, more business, so that I can increase my own personal income, and at the same time, your business is growing. That's how I built my telecom business, from 600,000 into multiples of millions. I got to a place where I realized I was spending all the business fund. I said, no, this business is not going to go anywhere. When I separated myself, I started earning. It's not easy at the beginning if you're just starting. You can look at it and say, this money is not going to be enough for me. It's too small. But if you don't discipline yourself, then that business cannot grow. Until you separate yourself from your business cannot bring true wealth. And that's the truth. I hope I've been able to help. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ma. I think... Okay, thank you.
Just to answer his questions. Hi, good morning, everybody. My name is Tobina, and I run a media business. And I'm coming to answer because we are in the same industry. And I've been where he is, and I understand exactly what he feels like. However, where is Zinka? Yes, sir. So however, I wanted to say that, your question is how, right? And I don't know if anybody can necessarily tell you the breakdown of house, but as she said, it is important, and I have done it by God's grace, and I have done what you were doing, and I have moved through all the phases of it, and I have gotten to also the point where the business is putting structure in place. So I would say that I think the first thing for you to do is to have it in your mind that you need to structure this business. The business may not necessarily be where it can sustain that structure that we are saying yet, but have it in your mind that it is something that you want to build into place and then it gets there. Of course, seek more education, which is one of the things that I did. I sought more knowledge, and at some point you now put in that discipline. That I run a creative business as well, photography, videography, and theater productions. We've been able to do the theater production aspect of things because I started implementing that structure so I could separate myself from the business. I got an advice to hire an accountant at some point, and I'm like, why? How much are we making? But then I did it, and it put me in a place where I could say, okay, this is the business money, this is my money. And before I even spend business money, I have to think of how to explain to the accountant. At the end of the day, it just helps you. It helps you grow. It helps you see the business as a business itself. It helps you even feel like a CEO at the end of the day. But I just wanted to see that it is possible because I've done it. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Please, a round of applause for all our contributors. I think we're going to be going into the session now. Are we ready? If I don't get a response, we won't go. Okay, another question? Please hold on. Let me just pass you the mic.
Good morning. I just wanted to ask that for those that were not around yesterday, how do we know what class to join?
Thank you very much. So I'm going to just explain it again briefly, then we break out into the various sessions. So Arise and Build is for those who are just incubating ideas and want to start a business, want to understand what customer acquisition cost is, want to understand how to, set up a team, how to even build a data room and all those details. And then for Build Smart is for those who are already in business, who perhaps want to be efficient, who want to build on their leadership, ask difficult questions on how to manage people, how to raise funds, how to manage stakeholders like investors, partnerships, drive partnerships, and the rest. And Build Wet is for those who are already far more advanced. I hope that helps. All right. So, yes, we are ready now. So please, again, Arise and Build is to the extreme end, to my right. Build Smart is to my right, but just immediately after these demarcations. And Build Wet is to my left. Thank you very much. Please follow the ushers and they will direct you. I will reconvey after the sessions. Thank you very much.